Strega Nona is a beloved children's book written by Tomie dePaola, first published in 1975. The story, set in an Italian village, revolves around an elderly woman known as Strega Nona, which translates to grandmother witch. She is a kind and wise character with a secret. She possesses magical powers that she uses to help others. The tale, though simple in its premise, is filled with rich cultural themes, humor, and a gentle reminder about the consequences of actions. At its heart, Strega Nona is a story about responsibility, trust, and the importance of listening carefully. It features memorable characters, especially the main character, Strega Nona herself, whose magical abilities have both humorous and serious implications. This timeless story has been loved by generations of readers, and its themes continue to resonate with both children and adults alike. The setting: a small Italian village. The story takes place in a picturesque Italian village, a setting that evokes warmth and community. The charming illustrations by dePaola capture the essence of a small, rural town, where everyone knows each other. This village is not just a backdrop. It plays an essential role in shaping the tone and mood of the book. The village itself is full of life. The streets are bustling, the homes are colorful, and the villagers are kind-hearted, often turning to Strega Nona for help when in need. This idyllic environment highlights the contrast between Strega Nona's peaceful wisdom and the chaos that ensues when her magic is not handled properly. Introducing Strega Nona, the kind and wise witch. Strega Nona is a unique character. She is not a typical witch in the sense that she is not evil or malicious. In fact, she is kind-hearted and uses her powers to do good. Her name, Strega Nona, which means grandmother witch, suggests that she is both nurturing and powerful, a maternal figure with wisdom and experience. Strega Nona's role in the village is that of a healer, guide, and problem solver. She is the one the villagers turn to when they need help. One of Strega Nona's most magical abilities is her ability to make things happen with the use of spells and charms. She can create potions, heal ailments, and, most famously, cook up enormous pots of pasta that seemingly never run out. She is a woman of great patience, kindness, and humor, which makes her beloved by the villagers. However, her magic, though incredibly helpful, comes with a certain amount of danger if used improperly or carelessly. Big Anthony, the well-meaning but impulsive helper. Big Anthony is introduced as a young man who comes to work for Strega Nona. He is a likable character, though his impulsiveness and lack of attention to detail set the stage for much of the book's conflict. He is eager to assist Strega Nona in any way he can, but his good intentions often lead to trouble. Big Anthony is curious about Strega Nona's magic, and he wants to learn how to perform the spells and rituals that Strega Nona does so effortlessly. However, he is somewhat lazy and doesn't take the time to learn the proper way to use her magic. Strega Nona is aware of Big Anthony's enthusiasm but recognizes his impulsiveness and warns him repeatedly to never use her magic without her supervision. The Magic Pasta Pot, a recipe for disaster. The central magical element in Strega Nona is the enchanted pasta pot. This pot is capable of making an endless amount of pasta, a feat that astonishes anyone who witnesses it. Strega Nona uses this pot to help the villagers when they need food, creating pasta that seems to have no end. The pot serves as a symbol of Strega Nona's power and generosity, but also of the dangers of overusing magic or misusing something so powerful. One of the key lessons of the book is how powerful forces, such as magic, should be used responsibly. Strega Nona, though powerful, uses her pot with wisdom and caution. She understands that magic, when used correctly, can help people, but when it is used recklessly, it can lead to unintended consequences. The temptation: Big Anthony's disobedience. Despite Strega Nona's clear instructions, Big Anthony can't help but be curious about how the magic works. One day, when Strega Nona is away, he decides to try using the magic pot on his own. He has observed Strega Nona's process many times, and he thinks he can replicate it. He believes that by following the steps she uses, he can make as much pasta as he wants without any trouble. Big Anthony's impulsive nature drives him to act quickly without fully understanding the consequences. He finds Strega Nona's secret words, chants the incantations, and begins cooking pasta in the magic pot. First, everything seems to go as planned. The pot produces an incredible amount of pasta, and Big Anthony is thrilled by the results. However, his lack of understanding and impatience soon catch up with him. The pot, once started, does not stop making pasta. As the pot continues to overflow, Big Anthony realizes that he has made a terrible mistake. The pasta begins to flood the village, spilling out of the pot and causing chaos everywhere. The consequences: a village overrun by pasta. As the pasta spills over, Big Anthony's excitement turns to panic. The pasta begins to flood the streets, covering the village and overwhelming the villagers. No matter how much he tries to stop it, the pasta keeps coming, creating a mess that seems impossible to control. The once peaceful village is soon buried under a mountain of pasta. The villagers, who had trusted Strega Nona and Big Anthony, now find themselves caught in a ridiculous and uncontrollable situation. They try to stop the pasta by tossing it away, but it only multiplies. They begin to worry that the pasta will take over everything. The entire village is in an uproar, and Big Anthony is at a loss for how to fix the situation. He realizes the gravity of his disobedience and is now in a panic, hoping that Strega Nona will return soon to save them from this disaster. The scene of the pasta flood is humorous in its absurdity, but it also highlights the consequences of not listening to advice and misusing something powerful. Strega Nona's return, restoring order. Finally, Strega Nona returns to the village and sees the chaos caused by the pasta. She is not angry with Big Anthony, but she is firm in showing him the consequences of his actions. With her usual calm demeanor, she takes control of the situation and uses her magic to stop the pasta from continuing. She utters the magic words to make the pasta stop, and the pot ceases its relentless production. Strega Nona then teaches Big Anthony a valuable lesson about responsibility and the importance of following instructions carefully. Though Big Anthony was well-intentioned, his failure to understand the magic fully and his decision to act without supervision resulted in disaster. Strega Nona's lesson is clear. Some things are too powerful to be used without caution, and trusting the guidance of those who know better can save you from trouble. The final lesson: responsibility and the consequences of actions. In the end, the villagers return to their normal routines, and Big Anthony has learned an important lesson. He realizes that Strega Nona's magic should only be used with care and respect. The story ends with a humorous twist. While Big Anthony is no longer trusted with the magic pot, he is still able to enjoy the pasta, though this time, it's in a more traditional, manageable way. The moral of Strega Nona is clear. While magic and power can be incredible, they must be handled with care and responsibility. Strega Nona embodies wisdom, kindness, and caution, while Big Anthony represents youthful enthusiasm, impulsiveness, and the learning curve that comes with growth. The story reinforces the idea that actions have consequences, and sometimes, the most valuable lesson is learning to respect the knowledge and experience of others. Final thoughts: timeless lessons in Strega Nona. Strega Nona is a story that transcends time, offering important lessons wrapped in humor and charm. Its themes of responsibility, trust, and the consequences of our actions are universal, resonating with readers of all ages. The magic pot, Strega Nona's wisdom, and Big Anthony's journey toward understanding combine to create a narrative that is both entertaining and educational. Tomie dePaola's illustrations, with their vibrant colors and expressive characters, bring the story to life and add a layer of warmth and humor. The book has remained a beloved classic in children's literature, and its simple yet powerful message continues to inspire young readers and adults alike. Whether it's the magic of the pasta pot or the magic of learning from our mistakes, Strega Nona is a story that leaves an enduring impact. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Head over to www.mybooksummary.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share the magic with friends. And let's grow together through the power of books and interesting stories.